Organic Chemistry Lecture 2. It's the nomenclature of organic compounds. First, mark the learning objectives of today's video. Number 1. IUPAC Nomenclature. Number 2. Rules for naming the organic compounds according to the IUPAC Nomenclature. Number 3. We will name the organic compounds as a practice or test. IUPAC Nomenclature. Organic compound essentially has three parts: root word, prefix and suffix. First, understand the root word. It is the basic name which describes the skeleton of carbon chain. For example, for one carbon, root word is meth. For two carbons, root word is eth. For three carbons, root word is prop. For four carbons, root word is but. For five carbons, pent. For six carbons, hex. For seven carbons, hep. For eight carbons, oct. For 9 carbons, non, and for 10 carbons, dex. Secondly, prefix. It comes before the root word which describes the branched chain or substituent attached to the parent chain. For example, if fluorine is attached, prefix is fluoro. For chlorine, prefix is chloro. For bromine, bromo. For NO2, prefix is nitro. And for R, prefix is alkyl. Now, if R has one carbon, prefix is methyl. If R has two carbon, prefix is ethyl. If R has 5 carbon, prefix is pentyl, and so on. There are many other substituents which have their respective prefixes you will learn with the practice. Thirdly, understand suffix. It comes after the root word which describes the functional group present in the organic compound. For example, if functional group is carboxylic acid, suffix is oic acid. If functional group is aldehyde, suffix is al. If ketones, suffix is on. For alcohols and phenols, suffix is ol. For alkanes, suffix is ane. For alkenes, suffix is ene. For alkynes, suffix is ine. And there are many other functional groups which have their respective suffixes you will learn with the practice. Now, here is the turn to describe the rules for naming the organic compounds according to IUPAC nomenclature. Rule number 1. Identify the longest possible continuous chain of carbon atoms as the parent chain. This parent chain describes the root word. For example, in this compound, parent chain has 5 carbon atoms, so the root word is spent. Rule number 2. Mark the branched chain or substituent attached with the parent chain. This describes the prefix comes before the root word. For example, in this compound, substituent is CH3. This is one carbon alkyl, so prefix methyl is used before the root word pent. Rule number 3. Assign the numbers to each carbon atom in the parent chain. Numbering is done from the end which is near the substituent. The number of carbon atom with which substituent is attached is written with the prefix. For example, in this compound, methyl is attached with carbon number 2, so we write 2 before methyl. Double bond will get the priority if comes in the parent chain. Rule number 4. Identify the functional group of organic compound. This decides the suffix used after the root word. For example, this compound is alkane, so suffix ane is used. Here the name is completed 2-methyl pentane. Third learning objective of this video is practice nomenclature. Look at this compound. Rule number 1. First, identify the parent chain. As this compound has the parent chain of 10 carbon atoms, so use the root word dec. Now, rule number 2. Identify the substituent. As fluorine is attached as substituent, so write prefix fluoro. Rule number 3. Numbering the carbon atoms of parent chain. As this compound has double bond in the parent chain, so it will get the priority and we will start the numbering from the end near to the double bond, like this. Fluorine is attached with carbon number 8, so write 8 before fluoro. Rule number 4. Identify the functional group. As this compound has double bond, so functional group is alkene. Write ene after dec. Here the position of double bond is also needed. So double bond is present between carbon number 4 and 5. So write 4 before ene. This will specify the position of double bond. The name of this organic compound has become 8-fluoro-dec-4-ene. Now write the name of this organic compound in the comment box. If you are also interested to understand what is organic chemistry and from where it originates, click the video on the screen. Happy learning. See you there.